Welcome to the second day of Formnext 2022. I'm happy to have you here in our live stream and here at our stage in AM4U stage in Hall 11. Yeah, yesterday was the first day full packed of information and new products and new insights here on stage and all around the fair. Today you can expect an interesting program again. And now we want to start into the exhibition day with our morning talks, and I'm very happy to have two insight guests here. Next to me, Markus Heering. He's VDMA Managing Director, Trade Association and Working Group Additive Manufacturing.
Right, good morning.
Good morning, good to have you here, Markus. Rainer Lotz, he's President EMEA of Renishaw, Exhibitor and member of Formnext Advisory Board.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you here. Rainer, short review. How was the trade fair yesterday for you? And did you have some highlights you want to share with us?
Well, yeah, it was very good. We had a very fast start, and we could see that the visitors were extremely excited to come to the show. So we were placed in the front of Hall 11, and honestly, in the beginning, we couldn't cope with the number of visitors we saw coming of us. It was interesting to see the excitement of the people to know about details of the technology and what it can do for them. And it was also very good to see that you see very senior people coming here. So you see people, you see designers.
Decision makers.
Decision makers, exactly. And we had yesterday decision makers on the booth from aerospace, from very big plane manufacturers. I don't want to name anybody, you'll understand. But also, obviously, for the traditional machine tool, from medical sectors, from the powder sectors. So it was a very vast variety of visitors. Really decision makers on the booth and great excitement. So fantastic first day. We're looking forward what's coming next, and I'm sure we're on a good track.
And did you have the chance to go around to visit the other halls, or was it so much at your own booth that you had no chance to walk around?
I have to be honest, I didn't have the chance yet to walk around.
That's the same every exhibition.
I want to take the advantage because you can see we're over 800 exhibitors. It's the show becomes back, to old strength after COVID. But I didn't have the chance yet. But I certainly will do that probably today or tomorrow.
Markus, you have a booth here as well as VDMA. What was your impression? What was a highlight for you yesterday?
I can confirm what Rainer said before. It was a really good day, and I had the chance to walk a little bit around because I would like to visit my members. They are placed in the halls, and I would like to receive the answer about their impression. How is the fair for them? And everybody said what Rainer said. It's really good, high quality decision makers, and really for the first day it was also awesome that so many people have been here, and we expect today and tomorrow also will be real good days. And Friday is the last day. It's usually the day where the exhibitors meet each other. So we will see. Yeah, really good first day.
Okay, and the highlights you occurred from maybe the one or the other product that was exhibited, or a lot of exhibitors, they have short shows or clips and highlights at their booth. Was there something you could say to our spectators they should have an eye on?
As an association, I have to be neutral, and I am neutral to all members. But what I can say is
you can just speak as your.
As a private guy.
Yeah.
Now, but what I've seen this time is we see in more and more industrial products what are really used for industrial application, and this is a trend. If you compare that with the last shows, you see this is becoming more and more important. You see also the dimensions are getting bigger, and I guess this is a trend. What you can see, especially this year, that the applications, the technical products are increasing, and that is important for our industry. Because we need more technical applications, we need more success stories. And that is what also we try to show at our booth in the user case area, examples from the industry where you can see where additive manufacturing is used.
So these are crystallizations point where the ideas come, yeah. Okay, that could be something for my business as well, right? Yeah. Rainer, you wanted to say?
I would like to underline that, because if you go a couple of years back and you looked at the parts you could see everywhere, it was like a gimmick. sometimes. You know, you build a little Eiffel Tower, you do this and that. So it was fun to see, but it was a bit of a gimmick. When you look today at it, and I would tell the visitors, watch out the quality of the parts. Watch out everywhere. It's a very serious quality we have in the parts, and most of the exhibitors, they have serious industrial applications with true customer parts where you see the added value of additive manufacturing. And that's probably the thing to underline. It's, of course, there are new products, but for me, the highlight is the quality of the parts, and it's real industrial parts with added value. That's really great to see.
As a member of the Formnext Advisory Board, give us an insight how important it is to have the whole process chain here at the exhibition. What do you see here? Is there an improvement or is it a stagnation?
No, we see improvement, but we have to be a bit modest on the speed we're traveling in this direction, I have to say. Of course, we also know efficiency is the entire process chain at the end of the day. It's not enough to have a high quality printer and a good quality part. It's also how much post-processing is needed after, and can you handle it automized, can you handle it semi-automized, do you have a full total quality, so no scrap at all? How can you guarantee, how can you document the quality of the part, and how can you verify it? So we see improvements. But obviously, like 5-6 years back, there was a hype where we thought this is an easy win. It's not. We have to work on it step by step, but you do see in the handling and in the verification of quality, you see improvements.
Is there a missing link you're seeing where we can make a big leap forward, or do you have the stage here? You can say, okay, we need some body or something.
I wouldn't call it missing link. I think the links are all there, but they're not all mature yet, the links. So if we look, let's compare for a second with the subtractive technologies, you know, milling and so on. And there we obviously already look in closed loops, where you have a part coming off the machine, you have verification either during the process or after the process, and the results are going directly in the loop and are helping the controller of the machine to correct immediately, to stay always within tolerance, so no scrap at all, and you save energy, you save raw materials, you save machine hours. So this is where we are with the subtractive technologies. Additive, we're not there yet. So we also, the knowledge and data we get in the verification, we need to better feed them back into the printer, that we can eventually fully automized correct all parameters, that we always print good parts. That must be the target.
So we are full in the topic of digitalization and of connectivity. We yesterday had that topic here on stage as well, and I had some American guys here, and you know, they said with a smile on their face, okay, we are a bit different in US. We are a bit more fast forward. We are a bit more, you know, we try and fail and try again, and they didn't say it, but you could hear it between the lines. You Germans are a bit, you know, a bit behind what the mood and the thinking is, and you hear it from the machinery industry sometimes. We have to serve our customers, and don't bother me with digitalization. Now they have everybody has a digital product like an app checking their machine, but you know, it's not really digitalized to the ground. You know. Not every sensor sends his information to the cloud, and there is an AI working on it and sending it back to the printer or whatever, to the machine, which makes the process better. Where are your companies standing there? Would you agree the American guys, or would you take an opposite?
Not the real opposite. I guess there is a truth in behind. So the Americans like to try something, and if it's not running, they try another thing. But on the other side, we as Germans or Europeans, we have to say we have a working system, we have a running system. And this is very successful, what we have done with machines and technology. So we have to be very careful if we implement new technologies. Especially for IM, we are competing with traditional production methods. And it's important to be successful, to be honest to the customers. We have to tell them what is possible, what is not possible. We have a big pressure on costs on the products at the end of the day. And if we implement, that is also what I would like to add to the missing link. So I like to be that I like to see that we go step by step forward and we do what is possible. And if we're looking back
In the German way.
in the
Doing
German way,
it.
but if we're looking back within the last, I would say 5 to 10 years in additive manufacturing, what we reach now, and Rainer mentioned before, you have seen those gimmicks products here. And now you have real technological products what are used for applications, for technical applications, day by day. And this is the right way to do. And then you're receiving also trust from the customers. And they see, okay, additive is working, and then we have to do it. And digitalization is a part of this story. Without digitalization, additive wouldn't work. So it's really important and necessary to do, but we have to put the companies together, we have to find common solutions, we have to find standardized solutions for digitalization, and that is what especially we as an association are working on. And it takes time to do this.
So you have not the fear of missing a train here? Your statement is we have to go step by step and then we will succeed.
It's my way as an engineer. I would like to see what is coming out at the end and not try and error. And I guess we have been very successful with this method for the last 100 years. And I'm sure that it's the right way to do.
Rainer, do you agree?
I agree. I adore the American way of try and error. I think it's very exciting. But, you know, fast thinking is one thing. To be fast in finally doing it right is another thing. And I think in additive, try and error is a bit dangerous because you might have some good results, but you don't understand why you have the good results. And we talk in production, like Markus mentioned, we talk about consistency, we talk about quality, we talk about stable processes. And they're only stable if you exactly know what we're doing. And that's the difference today. When I go around, I speak obviously also to the other exhibitors as a member of the board here. And the good thing is, most of them really know what they're doing in the meantime, and they know exactly where the challenges are, and this helps to stabilize the whole thing. So repeatability, verified quality, all this you need, and you don't get this by try and error. And therefore, I agree with Markus. We have to we have to sweat the details step by step. It's sometimes a bit boring, but for us engineers, it's very vital because it's stable and it will be sustainable and successful.
Okay.
And let me add one thing more. If I'm looking to our customers, the final users, they have to trust the procedure. And if you fail once, they are not convinced and they stop it. Maybe the Americans are different, but the Europeans are in this way. And we have seen that in some cases at the beginning of additive, that some people tried, it was not successful because they have not foreseen what it means to use additive, and then they stopped it, and they said for a while, it's not working.
But couldn't be digitalization and the sort of connectivity we need to connect the different, experts and expert products together to just be the case to make these obsolete, these problems?
It helps to do that.
So you are an expert in measuring, in control, in looking in quality control, and so wouldn't it be good to to have an in-process control that you make sure that the failures just do not happen because you control the process itself?
Absolutely. If we look at it, how we work today, we look at the full picture. And the full picture does include in-process control. So we do have additive machines with in-process control, but we also have post-process control, and it has to come together. And this is when I look at our EM experts today, they're not focused on one discipline printing that part. In our solution center, you always have the full process chain, and you have specialists, they fully understand the process chain. So we have AM specialists, they also understand milling, they understand measuring, they understand to correct the lasers inside the process. So you need these people, they understand the full picture, because exactly like you said, you have to bring everything together for the final success.
Do we see enough of these companies who bring in hybrid products? I'm talking about machines here on a Formnext, or would you say that it would be good to have some of these? Every machine vendor, not every for sure, but a lot of machine vendors, they have hybrid machines, additive and subtractive combining. Do you want them to have them here, or do you say it's a different approach? We don't need them necessarily.
I think everybody who is not only doing additive, who embeds additive in factories should be here. So it could be somebody else, you know, not
there
printing.
are enough halls in Frankfurt.
Exactly, because it's plenty of space here. They should be all here because we talk about a versatile, modern factory where obviously all the kind of technologies have a place, but also digitization, as you said, have a place. Digitization is happening, and obviously we have to make sure also, like Markus said, the trust of the end user, the customer, is very important. And also we have to present it digitization. In the old days when we talk about Industry 4.0, and so a medium or small-sized company looked at it, said, oh, I cannot apply this because I have no IT specialists on my shop floor to work on this. And this is then our job to make it approachable, to make it attractive and easy to use for them, that they immediately get the benefit without having a shop floor full of IT specialists. So it's our task to present it to them in a way that they can add value to their factories. And I think there we need all of them. So everybody who works on the modern factory and who has either an interface to additive or combines in hybrid machines, that they should be all here. And obviously, if you want to have a hybrid machine or you have two machines aside liaising in a perfect way, it's a bit of a philosophy. And I think it's probably too short now to dig into that topic.
But do we have enough of these high-skilled people or people who are focused on software and solutions?
Of course not. We never have enough of them. That's the problem.
I think that's a real problem.
We have not enough of them. We have not. That's the short answer.
And it should be a political, we should talk about that political. How can we get into Germany or to Europe? People, they are willing to work with us on that topic. You know, we should talk to the American guys. How can we get the experts, the software experts here to Europe? Isn't it?
Our resource here, I mean, we all know that, is brain. That's our resource. And everything built in this country is built on brains, on engineering. And therefore, we're not having enough. I think we agree. And that's also of the VDMA and the associations, obviously their goal to help us in the industry to excite more people about that. To come into technology, into engineering, and to be excited about the new moves into digitization and not dreaming of working for TikTok or something. So that's our job, and we see little progress, but we want to do more because we need more brain, we need excitement. And I tell you, it is pretty exciting what you see happening here in manufacturing.
Let me, I guess we have some different challenges in this sector. So, of course, we need more IT specialists for digitalization, but we also have to qualify the existing stuff because we have a lot of engineers who are now 40 years, 45 years old, and they don't have the experience in digitalization, but it's needed, and they have to work for 20 or 25 years in the future. So this is the other challenge what we have. I guess we have too less young people. The next generation is too small. That's what we all know. We can bring them from other regions to Europe, of course, and this is a political issue, is still on the table. But the other issue, what we have as an industry, is to educate, learning the whole life, the people what we have in production technologies, in digitalization, and this is a big issue what we are working on, and we try to inform what is still possible. And also the next generation, when they starting the education procedure, just bring them on the level what we need as industry at the end of their education process.
And the exhibition is, or the fair company, Mesago, is doing its own part. We have a 3D, Discover 3D printing seminar here on stage every day. So there you can get young people into the topic of additive manufacturing, and it's a learning seminar. So you get really a lot of insights here, and maybe the one or the other of our spectators zoom in here in the fair or on the live stream. We will show that.
I would suggest to Formnext even a step further. When I look at us, we invite kindergarten kids. Whole kindergartens into our factories to show them the printing, to show them the milling, and also at our headquarters we have girls' days because it's always underestimated to excite technology to excite girls about technology. And so we have girls' days where very young girls get in and we show them the excitement around it.
Oh, we
and,
had yesterday here a very interesting round of women in 3D printing. So,
but we should get, you can get, honestly, 6-year-old, 10-year-old here and excite them already for technology, to excite them and give them an idea how they can change the world being a part of this.
Let us switch the topic, because I want to take the time we have left for an interesting survey you made with VDMA. I just want to show a slide if you give me the time. And you brought the member survey hot off the press, what I learned, and the one topic that caught my eye particularly was where is your company likely to use the largest proportion of additively manufactured components in the next 12 months? And I will show you the slide here. No, that is a different one, but that's interesting as well. I have two. I'll show you the other a minute later. Here's the topics relevant for AM sectors, and you see cost. It's all about cost.
Absolutely.
We mentioned that earlier. We have to cut the cost. You said it. And the second, technology development. I'm very impressed of these two, because cost is a problem since we talked about first about additive manufacturing. We are too slow in getting results here.
I wouldn't say we are too slow, but it's the expectation from the users is still that it's too expensive if you compare cost per part with traditional methods. And this is, of course, it's a challenge. On the other side, we see the benefits of additive, and we have to compare the cost with benefits.
The second part is technology development, and that is linked to it. So
it's linked to each other, yeah.
You have a problem with technology development, so that's not a really good saying here from your members.
No, I wouldn't say it's a problem, because that is what they see, what they have to do. So it's a mirror of the market, what they receive from the customers. So they see we have to be more cost effective, we have to be quicker. It's also process speed is directly linked to costs. If you're quicker, then cost going down.
And stability is a problem too, so that is again cost related.
It shows us that they know what the market needs. And they see they have to improve development in technology to solve these issues. So for me, it's crystal clear what they do and what they need. It's not the problem, it's looking forward for the solution.
So how can we deliver?
I think it's also important with the cost, perhaps, to add this. We have areas where cost per part is absolutely competitive. You know, when we look in the medical areas where it's and also the customers learn to look at the total cost of ownership. So if you have other principle where you think the cost per part is cheaper, but then you realize, oh, I have to make at least 500 of it with this procedure, and in additive I can make single parts and can do verify these single parts, so the total cost is different and lower, and they learn now to look at this. So obviously you have to be very selective where additive adds value. You have to be selective. It's not the holy grail of manufacturing, but the end users learn this more and more. But cost is an absolute driver, there is no doubt.
And it's directly linked that it's used more and more for industrial applications. Therefore, it's also the pressure coming that you have to look on costs.
We are a bit running out of time. So I skipped the second page I wanted to show to you, but we take the time. Where can somebody who is interested in the whole survey can have access to it? Is it on the pages of VDMA, or is it openly for users?
It's on our homepage, and also you can contact us, and then you can get the results.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, dear visitors, and dear attendees at home, that was fast forward here. Time's running fast. Sorry for skipping the missing page, but you will find it on, as we said, on the website. And now we have to start into a very interesting topics here on stage. The next we will have here is in cooperation with Beam of TU Darmstadt, a lecture, Construction and Architecture. And I wish you a very successful start in the second day, and we see you later.